everyone, welcome. Today, me and Ashley Johnson here.
Hello!
We're gonna be porting over Fearne Calloway from our own Bell's Hells into Daggerheart. So we're gonna begin by making a level 1 Fearne.
Great.
That'll include a bunch of equipment that'll be probably a higher level for a first level, but these will eventually be caught up to when we level her up to level 8 by the end of this video to get her up to what would be on par with where she is at the end of the campaign.
Awesome.
So, to begin with this scenario, choosing a class, which, hey, you're a druid.
I'm a druid. I wrote my name down already.
Great.
Fearne Calloway.
That's important.
I put it in cursive. I don't know why. It just felt appropriate.
No, I respect that. She sounds like a cursive girl.
Yes.
She's a curvy girl with
I
some
feel
cursive.
like it's, yes, little curves.
Exactly. So put level 1 there.
Level 1, okay. Great.
All right. You are a fawn.
Okay.
And then your community represents the other half of your heritage here.
Okay.
So you get to choose which one of these best suits you.
I feel like Highborn, at least, I mean, I feel like she thinks she's Highborn.
I love that.
So, but I don't know. You know,
really
it's like,
fun.
yes, of course, my dad, yes,
Let's
I am
go.
a princess in some sort.
I
feel like that's gonna work.
Great. Highborn fawn. So
Okay.
that is your heritage. You can write
Okay.
down Highborn fawn there.
Got it.
And then next up, we get to choose your druid subclass.
Deals damage to you, they take 1d10. Okay. Oh yeah, this is perfect.
Great.
Okay, Warden of the Elements. That's my foundation.
There you go. So that's your foundation subclass. You can write Warden of the Elements there under subclass.
Okay.
So you've got your class, your subclass, and your heritage figured out. Let's
Okay.
go ahead now get your character traits and your evasion scores marked. So your evasion
Okay.
starts at 10 for a druid, so you can
All
put
right.
a 10 there. That can be adjusted by leveling up and other abilities you might take.
Okay.
And then for your attributes here, your traits, you could arrange as you want. You have a +2, 2
right.
+1s, 2 zeros, and a -1.
I'm gonna go +2 to instinct.
All right.
+1 to presence.
Okay.
She was not the strongest, so I feel like that could be a -1. I think that was one of my lowest. I'm gonna do a +1 to tinker, or
To
finesse. Sorry.
finesse. That kind of works given the fact that she's little grabby hands
Yes.
with loose objects.
Yeah, little bit of a sticky finger.
Yeah. So that would be 0 on the other two then. 0 knowledge,
And 0 on the other
agility.
two. Okay.
You'll be able to increase these as we level up, of course. So
Okay. Okay.
great. So with your traits and evasion finished, now I get to get your weapons and armor sorted out.
Okay.
So I did some conversions of your main equipment from the campaign here. We'll go ahead and start here with your lunar sickle,
Okay.
which you can set as your
My
primary
primary.
weapon if you want
Okay.
to. As an inventory weapon, which you can write down here, you have your Staff of the Death Adder.
Yeah.
This is your classic snake staff you've had for a large part of the campaign.
Yes.
Last is your Gloom Scale Breastplate, which is your
Cool.
armor. Now your thresholds for this, the base thresholds are 11 and 27.
Okay.
If you want to, your first level thresholds are your armor thresholds plus your level, so that would be 12 and 28.
Awesome.
And those will increase by 1 with each level. You could either mark that each time you level up, or we can wait till you get to level 8 and then you just do the final
Just do
math.
the-
Up to
okay.
you. All right, I believe after that, all we have left to do for your first level are your domain cards as
Okay.
a druid. So as a druid, your cross-section of domains is Sage and Arcana. So at first level, you have access to the 3 first level cards from each domain. You get to
Okay.
choose 2 of them.
Fun.
So here are your first
So
level Arcane.
2 total, not
2?
like 1 from each.
Correct. They
So
can
if
be
I
1
wanted
from
to
each.
pick 1 from 2, I could.
You totally could.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Nature's Tongue and Unleash Chaos.
That sounds great.
Okay.
This is just first level 2, so we'll
Yeah,
build from
those
here.
feel like a good first level Fearne choices. Talking to
Awesome.
animals and then unleashing chaos.
Let's go. So you do have 2 experiences that you begin with at +2.
Okay.
So based on Fearne's journey through life, 2 experiences that would befit her.
Okay. What is that song called? I think it's Ariana Grande, the like, I want it, I got it. I bought
I guess
it.
you could say, I want
got
it, I want it,
I
got
want
it.
it, I got it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a great experience.
Okay, I want it, I got it. I don't even know if that's the right lyrics. Okay,
One
and
more.
then I don't know why I'm like sticking with like see it my way or just like because I feel like Fearne did a lot of like, well, what about this? Like if you know, which kind of goes into like with finagling and things like that.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do like see things my way.
Okay.
You know. All right, so with experiences done, domain cards done, we are done with level 1 Fearne and Daggerheart. Let's go ahead and start leveling up by putting up to level 2. So go ahead and write level 2 there.
All right.
You gain a new experience at a +2.
Maybe something like like specializing with fire.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's sort of her element.
Firebug,
of
something like that.
Firebug.
Firestarter.
Ooh, I like Firestarter.
You do Firestarter.
Because maybe. Yeah. Okay. I like this.
Awesome. And the other thing, you get to add a +1 to your proficiency.
Okay.
So fill in the second bubble there.
Right.
And that's the number of dice that you roll with
Love
certain
it.
spells and when you attack with your weapons. All right, and then now you get to choose 2 of these level up options for your second level.
Okay. I'm gonna gain a +1 bonus to 2 unmarked character traits.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna bump up my presence
Alrighty.
to a 2. I'm gonna go hard on instinct.
All right.
I'm gonna add it. Okay, and then I think what I'm gonna do is permanently gain a +1 bonus to 2 experiences.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna add 1 to, I got it,
Checks out.
it's mine. And Firestarter.
Let's go. Alrighty. So now you get to choose your level 2 domain card choice. That includes your level 1s, of course. So these are
Okay,
your
so I can go back
Sage.
to those if I wanted to.
Indeed.
Okay,
And
so
These are your Arcana ones.
awesome. Oh, I see Natural Familiar.
Correct.
So would that be for Mister?
that would be Mister if you wanted
Yo,
to bring that.
let's bring Mister.
There you go.
Okay, Natural Familiar for sure.
Awesome. So that finishes your level 2 level up. Let's get a level 3.
Okay.
Look at this. It's gonna start rolling pretty quick here. So go ahead and put the
All right.
3 on that.
I'm gonna go with choose an additional domain card
Alrighty.
and permanently gain 1 hit point slot.
Great. So go ahead and fill out more hit point over there.
Okay.
All right. And there are your domain
Okay.
cards. You get to pick 2 at this level because you took the extra option.
Oh, because I took the extra option. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Counterspell
Okay.
and Towering Stalk.
Let's go. That finishes level
That's
3.
my level 3?
Now
Okay.
Now we go to your level 4.
I'm gonna add a +1 to evasion.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for gain a +1 bonus to 2 unmarked character traits again.
Great. Let's go.
Okay. So let's go with finesse,
Yeah.
and then I get another one. You know what? I'm gonna go with knowledge.
Look at you.
Yeah, she's learned some
learning.
things.
I love it. All right. So for your 4th level domain card choices.
Okay. I'm gonna go Death Grip.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna go Death Grip. I'm going Death Grip. I'm going Death Grip. I love that.
Alrighty. That concludes your 4th level. Now we go to 5th level, which is a whole new tier. You're at tier 3 now. Let's go to level
Okay.
5 there. You gain another experience at +2.
Okay. Oh, another experience.
Yeah. You can always come back to these at the end if you prefer to hold on to your experiences until they can be
And
the
then
final.
come back to let's come back to him.
Okay, so just put a
back to
+2
it.
and leave it there.
Okay.
All right. You also at level 5 a new tier. You get to add another +1 bonus to your proficiency. So your proficiency becomes a 3.
Ooh, fun.
And you get to choose 2 of these features. Now, as Fearne, you had pushed somewhat deep into the rogue element in
Yeah.
the main campaign. You can multi-class into rogue here if you want to, or you want to mix things up and just keep focusing on druid.
I kind of want to do.
You want to go rogue?
Nightwalker. Yeah, I kind of want to go rogue.
All right, and then I'll get your multi-class sheet here. So,
Ooh.
as a rogue here,
Okay.
you now gain the ability to become cloaked like a rogue and to sneak attack if need be. You also get to choose which of the 2 rogue domains you now have access to. Which means future
What?
classes, you can choose from a 3rd domain of half your current level. So either which of those do you feel are...
I mean, Midnight feels a little bit more
Marking Midnight.
in line with
Let's go.
Our Lady Fearne.
All right, so now let's choose your 5th level domain cards.
Okay.
So from there, add those to the mix for your Sage.
This is so fun.
We
Okay.
add these two to your Arcana choices.
All right, and again.
And,
and this.
correct, because now you have your
Okay, so my Nightwalker,
there.
pick and pull. Advantage on, so this would give me advantage on pickpocketing, unlocking.
Correct.
I think I gotta go with that.
Go pick and pull.
I'm gonna go
It's
with
very
pick and
Fearne. I like
It's
it.
very Fearne.
So now we're moving up to 6th level. You're already there. You're already going.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a +1 to my evasion
Alrighty,
to
let's
take
go.
me to 12. And I'm gonna gain another +1 to 2 unmarked character traits.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna add a +1 to presence, which will bring me to a +3. And I'm gonna add a +1 to instinct.
Let's go.
So, because that's what my spells are in.
Yep.
So that'll just give me a little bit of a boost.
That's great. Now let's go ahead and see what level 6 domain cards provide.
Okay. I think I like the Conjured Steeds.
Want to conjure some steeds?
I'm gonna go with Conjured Steeds because I feel like with our group, I feel like something fun and weird can come out of that.
Sure.
And I feel like Fearne would want to have that ability. Because I want to have that ability. Okay.
That concludes the 6th level. You have 2 more to go. 7th
Okay.
level's up next.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna permanently gain a +1 bonus to 2 experiences.
Great.
And I'm gonna add those to 1 to see things my way, and Firestarter. Okay, so then I'm gonna choose an additional domain card.
Okay. Here are your 7th level Arcana spells.
Okay. So Floating Eye. Spend a hope to create a single small floating orb that you can move anywhere within very far range. While the spell is active, you can see through the orb, as though you're looking out from its position.
Yeah, it's like a little moving scry point that you can kind of move psychically and look through it.
I'm gonna use that. I
You
love
wanted it?
this. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
If you wanted to change any of your traits or switch them around.
Maybe Wall Walk.
Want to walk on walls and surfaces and stuff?
Yeah, because I feel like Laudna would have taught me that
If you want to.
for a little flavor.
Sure, if you're feeling it.
Okay, I'm gonna go Wall Walk. I know that's kind of weird, but I'm gonna
No,
do it.
I
I'm
dig
gonna
it.
do I'm
Weird's
gonna do
great.
It. Okay.
Alrighty. That concludes your 7th level.
Okay.
Now we move to level 8.
Okay.
Now we're going to go ahead and get your damage thresholds up to date.
Okay.
So these would be the base plus your level. And since you're level 8, so this would be 19
Ooh.
and
All right.
35.
Nice.
So at this tier, you get another +2 experience to add there.
Ooh.
Decide at the end
Okay.
if you'd like.
Okay.
And another +1 to your proficiency. So proficiency goes up to
Great.
4.
Dang. My sickle is gonna do so much damage now
Yeah.
if I used it.
And now with that situated, you get to choose your final 2 level up abilities.
I kind of like this. I kind of feel like this could be fun and have some funny moments. I'm gonna go with Nightwalker specialization.
All right. So that's one of your 2 up.
So that's one of my 2. So then
You have
I
one
think-
more point to spend.
I think what I will do is I think I'm gonna just do another +1 bonus to character traits.
Sure, let's go.
So let's do. I add 1 to instinct.
Let's
Take
go.
it all the way up to 5,
Great.
and then I'll add the other one to finesse.
Sure. Great.
Great.
And now for your final domain card choice. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go with rejuvenation barrier.
Sure, let's go.
That feels really
Pretty good and
spot on.
powerful. Alrighty. So with that, you are almost done. You just have 2 experiences.
2 more
To
experiences.
decide
Okay.
upon.
I feel like I should add something, at least the last experience, something with healing of only for my friends. If it's
Protect your bitches.
protect your bitches. Protect your bitches. I love that. Protect your bitches.
Great.
Okay. And then a 5th experience. Is there something maybe that could be like something to do with her fae-ness? Like,
You could say Fae affinity.
Fae affinity?
Whenever anything Fae-oriented, whether it be like searching for information, wandering a Fae realm, interacting with a Fae creature, and you want to add that bonus to it, you could totally do that.
Could I have it be like favor?
I love it. Fae-VOR.
Yes.
Which means technically you're also really good at eating Fae.
Yeah.
Favor.
Favor. Yes. I'm gonna use my favor.
Don't Google that. Great. Awesome. So, I think you, a Nightwalker, Warden of the Element, Highborn Fawn, with a number of really fun spread of interesting cards.
This feels so Fearne.
Yeah.
In like even a more specific way. I love this.
I love it. Hell yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. So, with that, we have Fearne Calloway, made in Daggerheart.
Woohoo!
Super excited for you all to check it out. And if you want to check out this fiery Fearne of midnight nature and arcana at our indie live show, Oaths and Ash, please do so. So thank you so much for joining us all. Love you very much, and visit Thirsty Ed. Take care, friends.